my name is Reka. Welcome to my channel. In this tutorial series, we are building this super cute mushroom house together. And in this episode, we are going to build a chimney and the smoke that comes out of it. This is a fairly easy follow along tutorial, but if you're completely new to Blender, I also have a beginner course called 4 Fun Projects in Blender 5 for absolute beginners. It's currently $9.99 with a 60% discount for this month. So if you want to learn the basics first, you can check that out, link in the description. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the upcoming episodes where we continue building the mushroom house. So let's jump right into it. So this is where we left off last time. The scene is pretty much ready. We're just going to add the chimney and some smoke. So first of all, I am in camera view right now. And what I'll do, I'll just bring the scene a little bit down so there's place for the smoke. And then I'll come out of camera view. And then snap my 3D cursor here. So shift right click, press shift A to add mesh, and I'll add the cylinder. And the vertices, I'll change it to maybe 10. Actually, no, I'm going to change it to 8. So that looks great. Now, as to scale it down, and I think around this size should be good. And I'll press R to rotate it this way. And I'm just going to measure it to my house. It might be just a little bit too much. So S to scale it a bit further. And then we can actually model it there. So I'll just go to top view with 7 on my numpad and press R to rotate it and maybe G to grab and put it somewhere here. It's absolutely up to you where you want to put it. That's fine. Now let's press Ctrl A to apply rotation and scale, and then we can tab into edit mode. Here I'm going to come out of rendered view and go to solid view. And with the slash key on my numpad, I isolate my object. Now what I want to do is extrude this top face. So press 3 on your keyboard and select that top face. Press E to extrude. So this will extrude it on the local Z-axis. So you can see that blue line. Let's pull it up. R to, oh, my proportional editing is still on, so I'll just switch that off. And then R to rotate it like so, and then E to extrude again, R to rotate, make sure it doesn't overlap with the other edges, and again. And I quite like this shape. Maybe I'll just do one more extrusion and R to rotate it. And then E to extrude again. Maybe this one, I'll press S to scale. And this one, I'll make it bigger. So I just want my chimney to be a little bit wobbly like so. And then the top one, I just do it like this. So it's a quite a big extrusion. And I think my chimneys might be just a little bit too big. So I'll press A to select all and press S to scale it down like so. And maybe S to scale and Z to make it a little bit smaller on the Z-axis like so. And let's have a look now. And that's perfect. So coming in and out of isolation mode is pressing the slash key on your numpad. Now I'm going to do a loop cut here. So Ctrl R to do a loop cut, press 3 to go to face mode, and alt click on one of these in between edges to select the whole face loop, and press Alt E, extrude faces along normals. And as you pull it outwards with your mouse, this will extrude all of the faces along their normals. So I think that's a good size. And then I'll select this face, S to scale it down, and then E to extrude downwards like so. And just have a look, make sure it doesn't overlap. So that looks great. Let's step back into object mode, come out of isolation mode, and let's look into the camera. And I quite like my little chimney. Super simple, looks great. Let's go to the shading workspace, make sure you select it. And from this drop-down menu, I think I'm going to select the stone door frame material. Go to render view to check it, and I quite like it. So I'm happy with my little chimney. Let's go back to the layout workspace, come out of camera view, and I'll place my 3D cursor right here. So shift right click above the chimney. To make the smoke, I used this option called metaballs. Now you can just add some icospheres and arrange them around like smoke, but I think metaballs are perfect for clouds and smoke and things like that. So press Shift A to add, and you can see here it's called metaball. Let's go for the ball. And you can see it's added this ball for you. We can just minimize this window. And what we'll do is press S to scale it down to around this size. And I press G and just bring it closer to the chimney. Maybe scale it down a little bit more. Let's zoom in. And now if I press Shift-D to duplicate, you can see it comes out of the other one, sort of attached to it. And I can press S to scale as well to make it bigger, maybe G and Z to bring it up, S to scale on the X maybe, so that looks good. And then Shift-D to duplicate. You can separate it as well, like so. So basically you're just duplicating it and scaling it however you want to, whatever shape you want to go with. And if you want to select one of the duplicates, you just have to press this circle around it, because if you just click on it, that will select the whole thing. So Shift-D to duplicate, let's bring one here. Let's go to top view just to see, and I think I press S to scale on the Y to make it a bit bigger. Maybe this one as well, like so. Maybe this one I'll bring it a little bit closer here, and let's do Shift-D to duplicate. Let's put one here as well and press S to scale. Let's go to camera view, and that's perfect. It's still inside my view, so that's great. And now we can head to the shading workspace. Select your smoke, edit a new material, call it cloud or smoke rather. And for the smoke, let's edit a grayish material. So this is the color code I used. So that's great. And I pulled up the roughness all the way to 1. And that's pretty much it. What we'll do, we will just add some light above it that will lit up the back of the smoke, so that will look pretty awesome. So that's great. Let's go back to the layout workspace, turn on rendered view, and just check if you like your smoke. I think I might just head back to the shading workspace and maybe go towards the purples just a little bit. And maybe make it just a little bit lighter, like so. And I think I'm gonna go to the emission and I'll give it just maybe a 0.1. Let's go 0.05 strength, and then I will change this to a little bit darker, smoky gray color towards the purples. And I quite like this, but we'll see after we added the lights. So that's great. Head back to the layout workspace. So that's the scene pretty much ready. All we need to do now is to add the background and set up the lights, and then it's all done. So make sure that you hit like and subscribe so you don't miss the upcoming episodes. Also make sure to hit Ctrl S to save your file, and I will see you in the next one.